Greetings, friends. It's Baxi. Tomorrow on the Bax and Nagel Show, we'll welcome back our very dear friend Gary Hoey, legendary guitar maestro. The dude is a big fat bag of talent, and he's going to be joining us again to talk about his brand new record called Avalanche. Now, on this new record, Gary is joined by the legendary Lita Ford. Remember Lita from the Runaways and all those great hits from the 90s? As many of you know, I happen to have a history with Lita Ford. That is quite a story. Now, you may wonder, Baxi, what happened between you and Lita Ford all those years ago? The day was July 7th, 1990. Lita Ford and her husband arrived in Milwaukee the previous night. Her husband at the time was Chris Holmes from the band Wasp. You may remember Chris Holmes from his appearance in 1988's Decline of Western Civilization, The Metal Years. Chris was the guy in the pool, drinking vodka, while his mom sat poolside, offering him more bottles. Chris and Lita came into town on a Friday. That night, they went out with my boss, Dave, and my partner, Dan. And when you go out in Milwaukee, you are assured to have a great time. Oftentimes, alcohol is served. Well, to make a long story short, that evening ended with Chris Holmes getting arrested by Milwaukee police for perhaps being overserved. As the story goes, both Dave and Dan helped bail Chris Holmes out that night. The following day, Lita is to perform at Summerfest, and Dan and I are there in the afternoon getting ready to introduce her and her band. As we're interviewing her, I thought it would be a great idea to ask Lita Ford if she would like to go bowling. Bowling! Bowling's a great time, a wonderful sport. Unfortunately, I didn't know about the goings-on of the night before, so I persisted in my pursuit of bowling with Lita Ford. I offered to pay for the shoes. I offered to score the game. I offered to pay for a couple of frames. Lita was not interested in bowling with me or anyone else. I even offered to pay for the shoes for her husband if he wanted to join us. In this conversation, Lita then turned to my partner live on the air and said, and I quote, "Who the hell is this asshole?" Now, in hindsight, I may have been an asshole. Nevertheless, my invitation to introduce her and the band was rescinded. Instead, my partner Dan did it without me. Now, I'm not bitter. Even though it's been 35 years, I have not had a chance to kind of set the record straight with Lita Ford. But if Lita were to, say, call the show sometime or appear in the podcast, I would be more than happy to have the discussion to figure out what just happened. And would she be willing to bowl 35 years later? The offer still stands, Lita. I'll buy the shoes. I'll even score. And I'll buy the first round. I don't know how Lita Ford could turn me down twice, because that's just the kind of guy I am.